Hi everyone, yes I had to wait there to lean into frame. It is time for the weekly video, better late than never. I didn't have a lot to discuss this week from what I've been watching recently because, as you may be aware, we've done a lot of Twin Peaks watching while this month has been ongoing, and I had to complete our rewatch of season 3 of Twin Peaks The Return. That was needed before we record this week. Not only did I do a rewatch of the 18 episodes, so that's 18 hours done, I also tried to queue things up to conduct an experiment on watching both episode 17 and 18 concurrently and seeing how they match up, how certain things perhaps cross over and align. And I will be giving my opinion on that in this week's podcast. There will be, I think, a lot of conflicting opinions on this week's podcast. If you are a Twin Peaks fan, be prepared to hear things you might not like to hear from Dave. It's always Dave. Dave being Dave. I don't know how the others will feel. Tyler, Anna, I'm playing my cards a bit close to my chest. For me, I think there will be a lot to say about different aspects of it. Perhaps about how it was received after so much time away. Obviously, the timing of it, 25 years after, and what Lynch and Frost were allowed to do. So I think that'll be a good conversation. Having said that, I don't have anything else to discuss really, viewing-wise. I'm looking forward to, hopefully very soon, seeing Evil Dead Rise at the cinema. I'll either mention that on the podcast or review it on my blog, or hopefully enjoy it enough to be singing its praises everywhere. I've heard good advance word on that so far. I did get a bit of post this week though. The Naked Lunch. Sorry, just Naked Lunch. The David Cronenberg movie, Peter Weller in the title role, based on the William S. Burroughs work. I really like Naked Lunch. I think it's pretty enjoyably insane. It feels like the kind of thing Cronenberg can do, but also a slight departure for him, which is weird to say considering the range of movies he's since offered throughout his filmography. But it has elements there that you recognize as being very much in his standard wheelhouse, and then it has some really interesting strands running through it that you might now pick out in Cronenberg's other not strictly horror works. I just think it's a really good film. I think it will hopefully be a popular release, be picked up by fans, maybe reappraised slightly to find more positive views on it. I can't recall the general gist of the reaction to it. It was another unfilmable novel, apparently, that Cronenberg was working with. He did such a great job on Crash as well. I think there may be nothing that he could consider unfilmable. Would have been interesting to see Cronenberg's take on High Rise, the film that Ben Wheatley ended up doing, based on our J.G. Ballard bit of source material. I like High Rise, but yeah, that would have been good. Anyway, moving swiftly on. This creeping horror has Murders in the Zoo, Night Monster, Horror Island, House of Horrors. These are Bela Lugosi movies, and I've not seen any of them. They might not be very good Bela Lugosi movies. He might appear in each one for only a moment. Rondo Hatton is in at least one of these, I think, in House of Horrors. Excellent. But I I've picked up a few of these Lugosi and Karloff sets recently, and I've been listening to more about them. The podcast, You Must Remember This, has a Lugosi Karloff story, selection of episodes covering their sort of mainly the latter parts of their careers. The excellent Secret History of Hollywood podcast certainly had a lot of Karloff content when they covered the works of Val Lewton. That was really good. So I just think I have much more tolerance now for films that are not the greatest. Maybe, you know, I wouldn't even necessarily call them B movies, but you know, they were to fill a schedule or a remit or a contractual obligation, but they featured actors who were, you know, not necessarily wanting to be relegated to being known for that one role, but that was why they were being hired in certain ways. So you either get more of what you like from that actor, or you get to see some interesting choices if they get to move a little bit out of their comfort zone. And they can just be fun. And a lot of these movies are pretty brisk. They're usually about 70, 75 minutes, this kind of thing. I've not checked the run times on these, but, you know, I'm not going to be wading through a 2.5 hour epic just for a glimpse of Bela Lugosi. Last but not least, Sonny Chiba, the Street Fighter trilogy. I think I've watched the Street Fighter before, and I'm going blank right now. I've certainly never seen the sequels, so I'll be looking forward to that. But I forgot I pre-ordered this. I forgot it was released, and I have the Sonny Chiba Triple Bill on DVD. So, competition time, competition results time, there was only one person who actually replied properly to the video from a couple of weeks ago. There was someone else who very nicely said, don't include me in this. Fine. There was someone else who said, don't include me in this, but this is a very nice thing. And then I replied again saying, actually, can I put my name in the hat because that'd be good. So that person, and I've forgotten their name, but you can go back a couple of weeks and see the comments, will be winning the Fast and Furious movies, all of them, 1 to 8, plus the Sonny Chiba Triple Bill. So that is the prize. They will be receiving that. I will contact them again to make sure that that's all A-okay, and hopefully be posting those out next week, at the start of next week. So they get some Sonny Chiba and they get a lot of automotive family. That's it. I hope you have been enjoying Twin Peaks on the podcast this month. I hope you enjoy our last episode. As much as I do like a lot of Twin Peaks, I will be very, very pleased that this month is over. It was a lot to cram in again. We do a lot of other things in our own time, whether it's you know, family, work, hectic movie viewing schedules, my daily blog. It's a lot. I like to have a lot on my plate, but sometimes things fall onto the tray and you're trying to put them back on your plate and it's just not happening. Twin Peaks was a difficult commitment to keep on the plate, but we got there in the end. And I hope you've enjoyed the conversation so far, and I hope you enjoy it when we finish up. There is another Saturday in the month, I believe, so I think that's just a couple of normal movies next weekend to end the month. That's it. So until next week, it may be earlier, it may be the same time. I'm not sure. It's been very busy here at Casa de Matthews lately. See you then.